Hello, I'm Paul Merchant, and today we're going to be looking at our brand new product release, High Glow. We're going to show you two different ways of using this. First of all, on a completely fresh face for those of you that don't like wearing foundations, and second, we're going to be using it as a full makeup look. So for this first look, we're going for a really fresh face look. We've just got a little bit of moisturizer, and then we're going to go directly on with our High Glow. Now, High Glow is a pressed powder highlighter. You've got beautiful shimmering pigments in there that are really finely milled. So I'm going to first apply it to the very top of our cheekbone, and I'm literally using the point of that, placing it onto the apple of the cheek, and I'm sweeping back and up towards the hairline. So we're just traveling that pigment right along that cheekbone there. Now, what's really nice about the High Glow is that it has a certain amount of transparency to it still, almost like a glass type finish. Now, one of the reasons why it has that gorgeous kind of glassy transparency is because it has no talc. It means that you don't get any buildup of texture, and there's also no white flashback to the camera. You can also use it on the Cupid's bow, just helps to kind of lift and define that really beautiful shape that we see there on the lip. So if you're someone that doesn't like to use foundation, this shows that High Glow works perfectly directly onto clean skin. So now we're going to do a full face of makeup, incorporating the High Glow as the key feature. First, we're going to use the Dermacolor Collagen Cream for hydration. So I'm just making sure that I work that moisturizer into the skin, making that nice and supple. Now we're going to use the Digital Complexion Concealer. I'm going to be using a variation of different tones, just so that we pick out all the different nuances that we see in the natural skin. And I'm just going to be working into the corners of the nose, just to brighten up any of them slightly darker areas. And I'm using a variation of techniques. I've got my dual fiber stippling brush here. So I am stippling the product, which always looks a lot more natural than just swiping the product on with a flat paddle brush. But then I'm encouraging that product in with a clean flat brush, just pressing that down into the skin so that it makes a nice good connection. So I'm now going to be using the Digital Complexion Fluid Foundation. Now I'm going to be mixing slightly more of the 013 or slightly more of the 011 depending on the areas that I'm working in on the face. So we want to be able to basically bring a nice unified complexion colour across the skin there. Now the High Glow works equally as well if you want to use a cream foundation or fluid foundation. It also works beautifully over powder-based foundations like our Dual Finish. So whichever your favourite foundation is, the High Glow is going to be equally as compatible. I'm now going to be using our professional blusher set in 15 colours. I'm going to start by using the colour M15. M15 is a beautiful grey nuded tone which works perfectly to create that natural shadow in the skin. So it can actually help to accentuate the High Glow when you're using a matte product in conjunction with it. The next colour I'm going to be applying is called Timber. Timber is a very soft peach tone, and I'm blending it slightly into the contour application as well, but it's working a nice kind of warmth into that back part of the cheekbone here into the hairline. Now going to be using a little bit of T1. T1 is more of a vibrant peach, so I just want it to add a little bit of colour into the cheek there. So the first colour from the High Glow range that I'm going to be using is Silky Dust. Silky Dust is great for light to medium skin tones. I'm just going to sweep that back, and I'm just letting it hit the natural tops of the cheekbone there. So it's going to blend nicely in with our applied blusher and contour. I'm focusing on the very tops of the cheekbone. So you can see you're starting to get that real gorgeous glow, that radiant glossiness to the cheeks there. High Glow basically stands out because it creates that more kind of wet look finish. I'm now going to be using the Variety Eyeshadow Compact Palette in V6. I'm going to select Sunlit and TV Brown. I'm just going to press these gorgeous warm tones just over the eyelid itself, and then I'm just letting it naturally blend out into the socket line and up to the eyebrow. So just applying a little bit of the colour underneath the bottom lash line there and connecting it to the top eyelid just brings the whole makeup together. The next colour I'm going to use from the High Glow range is Cashmere Honey, and I'm just going to go across the top of the Cupid's bow there just to bring a nice little haze to that section as well. And I'm just going to use a little bit of it on the very highest points of the cheekbone and just sweep a tiny, tiny amount of that just onto the very tops of the cheekbone to give us a nice high point of highlight. I'm just going to dust a little bit over the tops of the collarbone there, onto the shoulder and just up the neck. This is a really beautiful way to just high in your makeup and that beautiful highlight across any visible parts of the skin. And you can layer the high glow as much as you want. I'm going to be using the lip oil in Fiery Orange. This is just going to add a slight tint to the lip and just give a little bit of hydration with that gorgeous subtle tint of the Fiery Orange. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial and introducing you to our beautiful new high glow. And if you have any questions, please just put them in the comment section.